Here we are, folks, the last part of my in-depth review of Doom. So this is me talking about a bunch of various things before I give my final rating of the game in its current state. So the Xbox version has been very solid. The game runs consistently at 60 FPS, although there were some weird frame rate drops, like moments where I don't expect it to be dropped, but then it starts dropping, and it's very noticeable too. But it's not really a big deal, and there was very minimal moments of those. I feel like the load times are mixed on this version. Sometimes it can load really fast to decent to long. Sometimes it can take almost a minute to load, and it seems like this is common when you're done with the rune trials. I'm kind of upset by the load times here, but I guess it is what it is, and at least it wasn't like Duke Nukem Forever where it was a pain to go to a load screen on the consoles. The controls are great. I like how there's a decent amount of controller configurations. I use the strafe configuration, and I love how the sensitivity option is very flexible, and I pretty much have no desire to change it because this setting I found is just perfect for me. You can also adjust the aim smoothing if you want, but I liked how it fell into alpha and beta, so I just leave it how it is. The aim assist is very little in the full version, just like in the beta. In the closed alpha, the aim assist was very noticeable. It almost felt like it was similar to the Halo games, but it decided to drastically reduce it, and I guess to make it more challenging to aim, but I didn't really find it much of a difference once I got used to the controls, to be honest. I also play with no aim assist, because in the beta, you were allowed to turn it off, and it's really a sense of preference from my experience, and I pretty much did the same thing with the full version of the game. I do wish the quick weapon swap on console could be better. I do wish the quick weapon swap on console could be better. I stated in my first impression video that it was really inconsistent, and that hasn't changed at all. The weapon wheel is fine. I think it would have been better if it was like Rage or Wolfenstein's weapon wheel, where it pops up quickly rather than like how it takes a while to pop up and then it slows down the overall game speed. I can see playing this on PC can be faster because you don't have to constantly use the weapon wheel to get that weapon you want because you got the numpads. It's a little annoying that you will slow down the game a lot because you gotta switch weapons a lot for certain situations, like I need my plasma rifle for the stun, but at times I need the rocket launcher, Gauss cannon, super shotgun, stuff like that. The graphics are okay. I see a lot of people praising the game's graphics, and I was playing Wolfenstein the Old Blood a lot before I played Doom, and when I first played Doom, I was like, this game looks similar to Wolfenstein. I said the same thing when the game was in closed alpha too. I do believe maybe some areas do seem better than Wolfenstein, but I really feel like I'm playing the same graphics with a couple of adjustments. This id Tech 6 doesn't really feel like a new engine too. The Xbox One did have the lowest resolution compared to PS4 according to Digital Foundry, but I saw the graphics comparison video on IGN, and it's not that much different compared to PC on maxed settings or PS4, so I feel like I'm not really missing out the visual quality if I played those two versions compared to Xbox One. Now for the final verdict of this game. Okay, without a doubt, Doom's strongest portion is the campaign. Not much of a surprise, camping has always been the thing that Doom is known for, and it delivered. I actually believed multiplayer was going to be the weakest out of the three, but it's actually Snap Map. I feel like Snap Map isn't at its fullest potential, and it does let the game down. Although it is playable, and it's not tacked on or a bad feature to the game. Multiplayer is decent at best. It's fun to play it if you want your simple arena shooter fix. It works for what it is, and it's there for a reason. I'm going to give the game an 8.5 out of 10 in its current situation. Once Snap Map gets better, it's a 9 out of 10. The campaign is mostly the reason why it scores very high. The multiplayer, it kind of helps out the campaign, I guess, but since it is very average, I would say it doesn't really seem to help or hurt the overall experience as much. Snap Map is fun and a tool that you can get creative with your Doom sandbox. Hopefully with patches and updates, it will allow Snap Map to reach its fullest potential, and it will help the overall score for sure. I see Snap Map being wonderful for more single player or co-op content. It can definitely be a tool that will provide you solid experiences of those aspects. This Doom is definitely better than Doom 3, but it's not good enough against Doom 1 and 2. In order for Doom 2016 to be better than Doom 1 and 2, it simply just needs a better campaign. I mostly gave high scores to Doom 1 and 2 just for the single player themselves. they're very well done and top tier that it pretty much makes me forgive the multiplayer for being so dated in this day and age. Doom 2016 does have a great campaign, but it's not excellent, nor is it a masterpiece like those two games are. That's all I gotta say. The game's an 8.5 out of 10 in its current situation, but it does feel like a 9 out of 10 at its heart. It just depends on the updates on Snap Map. So to end this video and series, I really like this game. I see myself playing it for a long time, and I'm happy to see it is supporting the game too. We're getting updates on multiplayer and Snap Map soon. That's good. As an id Software fanatic, I'm really proud that this game is a vast improvement over Rage. I definitely have more hope for future id Software titles for sure. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this long series.